Hey everyone, welcome to West Coast Muscle Saws. It's Christmas morning here on the West Coast. Got a little snow outside. I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, and we'll have a Happy New Year here just shortly. Anyway, there's my dog Gemma. She's sitting in front of the Christmas tree there. She's an Australian Labradoodle. She's a little over 2 years old and just a ball of fire. A very good dog. Anyway, just want to go over a couple things here, just a short video. Had a couple of questions, and I want to show you a couple of things here. We'll keep it short. Everybody's celebrating Christmas, and I don't want to infringe on that. So anyway, here, just a second here. Show you saws. These saws belong to Michael, and he's in Charleston, West Virginia. These are some new old stock 505. Aren't those beautiful chainsaws? Look at that. Just in perfect shape. I want to zoom in on this one here. Look at that. Look at that one there. But anyway, let me get a larger picture on these two here. I don't know where he found them, but they're just beautiful chainsaws. Poulan however you say it. Anyway, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Just beautiful chainsaws. And I had a couple questions. One thing I want to talk about, and it'll just be a short thing here, is a lot of guys are not checking for ethanol or alcohol, however you want to describe it, in their fuel. Now I'm going to give you a quick video, or a little bit of a video, show you how to test for that. And of course, this is for entertainment only. We never do this stuff at home. You guys all realize that. But what you want to do is go to a hobby store, Hobby Lobby, or there's other places where you can get little glass containers, very small. They hold about, maybe 3 or 4 ounces, 5 ounces. Got a little black lid on it, right up here. And what I did with mine is I took a die grinder, and you got to be careful, like I said, mask on, gloves, full body armor. I don't want anybody getting hurt. Scribe, just barely scribe a mark right here, like that. And then what I want you to do, this is strictly for entertainment, I don't want you guys trying this, you're going to put water right up to this level, right to that line. Then you're going to take some known good fuel mixture from your local gas station that has the ethanol in it. And what I want you to do with that is to fill it up to just underneath the cap right there with fuel. And of course the fuel stays on top. And we want to use fresh fuel because we want to get an accurate measurement for future reference. I don't want to use old fuel, not knowing what's been added to it or anything like that. So we got fresh, clear water up to here. We've got known good fuel mixture, preferably 50-to-1, with the ethanol from your local gas station, and you probably mix your own. Mix the 50-to-1 mix in it. Shake it up, agitate it, and then pour it into here. Put the lid back on, and then shake that, agitate it. Then what you need to do is set that on a counter for about 15 minutes. Probably will get a reaction in 10 minutes, but I like to let it set while I'm working on a saw. And what's going to happen if you do have ethanol in your fuel, the water will attach to the ethanol. And if you got 15 or 10%, whatever they're running in your neighborhood, it's going to raise this water level up to here. Not a very straight line. It's going to raise that up to there. And that's approximately, depending on the measurement or whatever they say they have at the fuel, they state it at the gas station how much ethanol they have in there. If they got 10% and it's fresh, and you've done this procedure right, that's going to be the level right there. Then you go take a felt marker and you got to mark it right there where that line is. And then you're going to pour the fuel out, flush that really good, flush it. We don't want any fumes in there. And then you're going to take your die grinder again and you're going to make another mark, right where that felt marker was. Okay, what you got now is a perfect reference for future use on your fuel that comes out of the saws that come into the shop. What I like to do is take a sample of almost all the fuel when the saws come in. You look inside the fuel tank and it doesn't look right. You don't have to try to convince the customer. You know, you can do the test. You pick these little glasses up, or this little test glasses up, like at Hobby Lobby, different places, and you can do this. Like I said, safety hazard, full face shield, body armor, gloves up to your shoulders. We don't want anybody getting hurt. Face mask. All the safety features. Don't recommend you try this at home. This is just for entertainment purposes, but that's how they test to get an accurate reading of the ethanol in the fuel. So there's the guideline. Just be careful if you were to try it. Don't recommend you do it. Never try this stuff at home. And anyway, and then again, I'm going to be giving some classes. I don't have time to, I don't work on the saws anymore. I built saws for years, modified West Coast muscle saws. You ever get your hands on one and run one? They're quite fun, exciting to run those saws. Test purposes only, never cut any firewood with them. But I'm going to be giving some entertainment only classes that you can buy. And what it consists of is you can get all your questions rounded up that you got on your chainsaw repairs, pretty much any chainsaw. What you need to do is email me, sawking@hotmail.com, and go over the issues you got with whatever model you got. And if I can help you, I will get back with you. And what I do is a half-hour one-on-one with a chainsaw guy. We do a Zoom meeting. Normally it runs you about $95 for that half hour of just some top quality information on how to repair your chainsaw. And if you'd like to do that, we can do that. And in the States, I usually use the Square. I do have some students in the other countries, UK, United Kingdom, different places, and in that we use the PayPal account. But we can do that, and it's kind of fun to do, and hopefully get your saw working. A lot of the shops today don't have the experience to work on the vintage saws, or they're more of a what I call a farm store. They don't really deal like the professional saw shops here on the West Coast. We learned the hard way working with the timber cutters. These saws had to run, learned all about them, and we would get the new saws that came out. First thing I did was tear them all the way down to bare nothing, and then put them back together, get real familiar with them, how to work on them, what the characteristics of the saws. One thing I've learned over the years is working on these saws and using them day in, day out with the timber cutters. They have characteristics, what I call, and there's certain things that will happen to all of the saws, pretty much. There's certain areas we look into. We know that it's an issue with this particular model, depending on what it is, from the old saws, Homelight, McCullough, Poulan's, J Reds, John's Reds, or to the newer saws. And they just show up out here on the West Coast. They use these saws, some of them 6 hours a day, every day. And so we just want to zero in on those. And so, like I said, if you're interested in some of this information, it's out there from the chainsaw guy. Just email me, sawking@hotmail.com. Okay, you guys, have a very Merry Christmas. That's going to wind it up. Just want to get a little information out there, and we'll be doing more videos in the future. Merry Christmas, guys.